The transfer window is nearing its dramatic climax, and today we bring you a story that will shake the foundations of the Premier League. Matheus Cunha, Benjamin Šeško, and Bryan Mbeumo have been unveiled at Old Trafford. But are Manchester United's three new stars a stroke of genius from Ruben Amorim, or a panicked last-ditch effort to save a season before it's even begun? And that's not all, folks. With the football world still reeling from a monumental Community Shield shock and the Saudi Pro League's continued assault on European talent, one of the Premier League's most promising young stars is reportedly forcing his way out of the club. From the latest transfer gossip and shocking Community Shield victory to the biggest stories from across Europe and beyond, we've got you covered. Stick around and we'll reveal what Chelsea's stunning pursuit of Alejandro Garnacho means for the Premier League and why it's not the last twist in the tail for this transfer window. Let's dive in.
Garnacho geldi. Garnacho ve gol! İzleyelim bakalım. Alejandro!
Crystal Palace triumphs at Wembley. What a start to the new season it has been. And while everyone is focused on the big news from Manchester, let's not overlook the absolute seismic shock that reverberated through Wembley this past weekend. Crystal Palace, your reigning FA Cup champions, have just added another piece of silverware to their trophy cabinet, winning their first ever Community Shield. They defeated Liverpool on penalties after a truly dramatic match. Goalkeeper Dean Henderson, a man who has had his own share of headlines, was the undisputed hero, making two incredible saves in the shootout to clinch the victory. For a team that has steadily built momentum under their new manager, this is a massive statement of intent. It proves they are a force to be reckoned with, not just a plucky underdog. A shocking defeat for Liverpool, but a stunning goal from a new hero. Speaking of debuts, Hugo Ekitike, the Reds' marquee summer signing, made an instant impact, scoring just 4 minutes into the match. He's a player with all the attributes to be a success at the club, and his first goal shows exactly why they invested so heavily in him. It was a perfectly taken goal, but in the end, it wasn't enough. This result has to be a wake-up call for Liverpool. They have to ask themselves, is the squad strong enough for the season ahead?
Oh, tap-in time! Ekitike makes it 1-0.
Saudi Pro League's continued ambition. And while Europe's top clubs are just getting started, the Saudi Pro League continues its aggressive push for dominance. We've seen a flurry of activity, and it's clear they are not slowing down. Al Hilal's official signing of Darwin Núñez from Liverpool for an astronomical fee is a monumental statement. This is a player in the prime of his career, moving from a top European club to Saudi Arabia. It's a move that would have been unthinkable just a couple of years ago. But they aren't the only ones making waves. Al Nassr, fresh off Cristiano Ronaldo's incredible hat-trick and brace in their preseason matches, have also been busy. They've secured key deals for Barcelona's Íñigo Martínez on a free transfer and Kingsley Coman from Bayern Munich. The message is clear. They are not just buying aging superstars anymore. They're building complete competitive squads and are now targeting players who are at the very top of their game.
And on for Núñez, surely he can't win it for Liverpool! Darwin Núñez has scored!
A new era at Old Trafford. The biggest story of the day, of course, has to be the monumental happenings at Old Trafford. Manchester United have made a statement for the ages. They've not just signed one player, but three, and they've done it with a swagger we haven't seen in years. The trio of Matheus Cunha, Benjamin Šeško, and Bryan Mbeumo were unveiled to a packed Old Trafford, and the energy was simply electric. Šeško, in particular, is a signing that has captured the imagination of the fans. His arrival signals a true change in philosophy and a clear intent to build a team for the future.
Winded! Šeško from distance, but he hasn't scored! in the Bundesliga yet this season. He scored internationally.
This feels like a proper, well-thought-out recruitment drive, a proper plan coming to fruition. Manager Ruben Amorim seems to be getting the players he needs to implement his system, and the early signs are incredibly positive. But with these arrivals, questions are being asked about the future of another striker. Rasmus Højlund, a player who was a significant investment for the club, has reportedly been told he must leave for regular playing time. It seems AC Milan are prepared to meet the asking price. But what does this mean for Højlund's development? The arrival of Šeško may be great for the club, but it's a tough blow for a young player who had so much promise.
Delivered by Bruno Fernandes. Maguire again. Højlund! No flag! He's in.
Garnacho bid. Chelsea's pursuit of Garnacho. Now, let's talk about the transfer saga that is set to dominate the rest of the window. Chelsea's pursuit of Alejandro Garnacho is not just a rumor, it's now a full-blown mission. They have reportedly agreed on personal terms with the player who has wanted the move since July. Talks with Manchester United are now set to begin, and you can be sure these negotiations are gonna be tough. A young star reportedly willing to force a move to a direct rival? This is the stuff of legends, and a story that has both fan bases on edge. This is a transfer that would completely change the dynamic between the two clubs and send a powerful message about Chelsea's ambition. Football fanatics, you're the true experts. I want to hear from you. In the comments below, tell me what you think of Manchester United's new signings. Is this the move that finally puts them back in the title race? Or is it too much, too soon? And what about Chelsea's move for Garnacho? Can they really pull this off? Let me know your thoughts. I'm looking forward to reading them.
Ceballos. And here's Mbappe! He's hooked it in. Real Madrid are on terms.
Moving on to some other big-name stories that have captured our attention, we've got some fascinating developments. Let's start with Real Madrid, where Kylian Mbappe has been photographed wearing the iconic number 10 shirt for the first time. The shirt, a symbol of legendary status at the club, marks a new era and has sent the fan base into a frenzy. It's a powerful visual that shows the player is fully embracing his role as the new face of Real Madrid. And from one superstar to another, we need to touch on the curious situation with Luka Modric. The official Ballon d'Or account wished him a happy birthday yesterday, a full month early. Modric's hilarious 6-word reply, "Thanks, but it's next month," perfectly summed up the situation and went viral in an instant. A great bit of human interest that shows even the biggest footballing institutions can make a mistake. Paris Saint-Germain are making some very interesting moves between the sticks. They've just completed the signing of goalkeeper Lucas Chevalier from Lille for around 40 million euros. This move seems to signal the end of Gianluigi Donnarumma's time at the club, with reports suggesting he could be available for as little as £26 million. It's a bold gamble by Paris Saint-Germain, but one that could pay off handsomely. Here's another one for you. Jack Grealish to Everton. Yes, you heard that right. A loan deal with an option to buy has been agreed upon with Manchester City, and the player is set for his medical. This is a massive move for Everton, bringing in a top-tier Premier League talent and a much-needed opportunity for Grealish to find consistent game time. Injury updates are always a concern, and we have one from Manchester City. Pep Guardiola has confirmed that Rodri will be sidelined until late September. This is a significant blow to City's midfield and will test the depth of their squad in the early stages of the season.
Looking to play in Ronaldo. It is Ronaldo! It's 2-1 United!
Finally, we're rounding off our show with a look at some of the smaller but equally fascinating stories from around the football world. There's been a lot of talk recently about Cristiano Ronaldo, and for good reason. His incredible preseason form has prompted former Manchester United defender Diogo Dalot to say that Ronaldo's 2022 criticisms of the club's infrastructure was spot on. Dalot believes Ronaldo would love the changes that have been made since then. Adding to that, former manager Erik ten Hag also weighed in, saying, and I quote, "For me, he is no problem. He was never the problem." It's interesting how perspectives can change once time has passed. Elsewhere, we have some interesting tidbits. Inter Miami, without Lionel Messi due to injury, suffered a heavy 4-1 defeat in Major League Soccer action. This highlights just how crucial the superstar is to his team's success. In a surprising move, Arsenal's Mikel Arteta has requested the tunnel cover at the Emirates Stadium be removed so the roar of the crowd can intimidate opponents more. A small change, perhaps, but a testament to Arteta's obsessive attention to detail. Before we go, I have one more question for you. Which of these stories do you think will have the biggest impact on the upcoming season? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe, like, and share it with your fellow football fanatics. That's all the time we have for today. We upload 2 videos every week, so we'll see you in the next one with all the latest from the world of football.